Hey there, Gothic hippie witches. It's me, Anna. I am back to share a creepy story of translucent people in the woods. Not only in the woods, but I guess like all over the place. If you don't know me, my name is Anna Fekete-Mustafa, and I like to talk about spooky things. May they be true, may they be legend, may they be completely false, and do my makeup with you guys. If you like stuff like this, please hit the subscribe button, give me a like, share a comment, anything you would like to add on to the story. It may be a story you would like to hear. Just let me know in the comments. All the products that I use will be listed in the description with links, so easy for you to get those things that you may like that I am putting on. Let's get to these sightings stories. Okay, so the guy who told this story is unnamed, but I'm going to tell you exactly what they got down from his own mouth. Translucent people in the woods. He says, I saw something in the woods and it wasn't human. It happened in northern Oregon, right on the edge of the forest near Mount Hood. I had gone solo camping for the weekend, something I do when I need to unplug. No signal, no people, just nature. FYI, I never got a tan this summer, so this isn't matching very well, but we're gonna go with it. Maybe lighten it up with some contour stuff. He says the first day was peaceful. I set up my tent, started a fire, and walked a few trails. But I kept feeling off. Like I was being watched. You know that feeling when someone is standing behind you, but when you turn around and no one is there? He says that happened a lot. He says, I just brushed it off like it was my nerves or something like that, you know. I mean, being alone in the woods would mess with your head, right? I would think so. The second night, this is when I saw it, he says. He said he had just gotten done eating and stepped away for a moment to go pee in the trees. He said he wasn't far, about 30 feet from the glow of the flames from the fire. And then he saw something more from the corner of his eye. So he says, I turned and expected a deer or even a bear, but it wasn't either of those. And it was human-sized. It was a figure, and it was sitting still between two trees. Not like a ghost, not foggy or smoky. This was clear like water or glass. And it bent the light around it. So you can kind of see how clear it was around it, and then it was kind of like water kind of distorts everything, or kind of glass, it just looks a little different. He said that the trees behind it was warped, kind of like he was looking through a lens. And he said there was definitely a body shape. Shoulders, arms, head, and even a faint outline of legs. It's explained to be a lot like, have you seen the Predator movie? Alien versus Predator, those movies? Well, what I'm imagining is actually exactly like they had it in the movie. The Predator turned itself, it had a little switch and turned itself invisible, but you can kind of still see him, but he just looked like water, you know? And he said it didn't move, not at first anyway. It just stood there like it was just studying him. Yeah, that would definitely be scary, and I think I'd be sitting there studying it as well, just super still. He said that he blinked and he rubbed his eyes just to make sure that he was seeing what he was seeing. He thought maybe his contacts were dry, or the fire was just playing tricks on his eyes or something. How do you explain this? But no. He says it was still there. He said he stepped back by the fire very slowly. He said, I could hear my heart pounding in my ears. Yeah. He said every instinct in his body was screaming, run, but he did not dare turn his back on it. He said that's when it kind of just like tilted its head slightly, like it was like really curious. He said that he froze and he swears that he even stopped breathing. And then he says that it steps forward. Yeah, no. No sound and no crunching of the leaves. Just this gliding, unnatural movement. It moved like it wasn't fully part of this world. He said when it reached the edge of the light of my fire, it stopped. And then it just faded out. Like heat rising from asphalt. Gone. He did not sleep that night. Oh no. No. He kept the fire going until sunrise. He said every time he closed his eyes, he felt it watching. He says in the morning he packed everything within 10 minutes. I think I would too. He said he didn't even eat. He literally just left. He said when he got home, he started digging online. He thought maybe he had seen a ghost or was like dehydrated and like hallucinating or something. But then he found like other stories, and not just one, dozens of them. They were all about these translucent people that people had seen like in the woods. Not only in the woods, but in deserts and even in people's backyards. Oof. And people are describing the same thing. A clear humanoid shape, no sound, warps the air, vanishes when noticed, and every single person says the same exact thing when they explain this. I knew I was being watched. Some theories are that some people think it's like cloaked military. Others say aliens or interdimensional beings slipping into our world. Maybe by mistake. But the scariest thought of all, what if they're always out there, just beyond what we can see? And he says, and this time, I was the one that saw them first. Like, this is really creepy. I've seen many stories, people all around, deserts, forests, like, it's all over documentaries and everything if you guys want to, like, dive more into these. And I'm going to do a part 2. This is part 1. Yeah, so it's going to be a continuation of what this guy sees when it follows him home. So come back for that. But seriously, how freaked out would you be if there was, like, an invisible person that was just like standing there watching you? Yeah. So if you like this video and you like to hear a bunch of like creepy things being true or false, or just, you know, just having fun with everything, or even just to find like some of the stuff isn't fun per se, it's like more informational. So if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe. Everything I talk about, of course, I'm interested in, because that's all I'm going to put on my channel. So yeah, if you're interested in the same stuff, definitely let's be friendsies. I post every week, and I am planning to be posting twice a week. Maybe it'll be like twice a week here and there, and then kind of like cement that down. But for sure Tuesdays so far. In October, I will be showing a lot of like Halloween costume ideas and talking a lot about really cool facts about, you know, all kinds of stuff spooky. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that, because that's going to be like top-notch stuff right there. And like I said, part 2 is coming next of the translucent people. Stay weird and curious, my friends. Signing out. Bye.